Not even 121 dead bodies is enough for the system to act against a Godman. A coward who fled in a VIP convoy right after the horrifying stampede at his satsang in Hathras, Uttar Pradesh. VIP protection and long ropes for influential figures is nothing new in this country, viewer. You and I both know that. Nobody is really surprised by how it's been over 3 days since the stampede deaths, and there hasn't been one single sight of this so-called Godman. But today I'm going to go where nobody else is willing to go on this story. I'm going to tell you why this Baba's disappearance goes beyond just the usual long rope, beyond just the usual bread and butter VIP protection. The truth of this VIP shield for Bhole Baba is in this Godman's identity. He happens to be a Dalit. And given the deep political compulsions over the scheduled caste community, especially in the wake of the election results in Uttar Pradesh, this Godman's caste identity appears to be working like a cloak of invincibility, of immunity, in addition to the fact that he commands such a large crowd of followers. Think about that for a moment, will you? The Yogi government has refused to even name this Godman in an FIR. Forget about acting against him. There are no police teams searching for or hunting for this man. Why would they when Bhole Baba isn't even in the FIR? Akhilesh Yadav, who only a few months ago attended a similar satsang of this very same Godman and praised him to the high heavens in public, is being conspicuously soft on Bhole Baba, not just because of his caste identity, but also because his area of operations is in Mainpuri, a bastion of the Samajwadi Party. Even Rahul Gandhi has been shamefully silent on this particular Godman. When he visited the victims of the Hathras tragedy today, Rahul didn't have one word to say about Bhole Baba. And why would anyone be surprised? Given how the Dalit community voted in Uttar Pradesh in the 2024 election, Rahul is the last person who wants to rock the boat. In other words, even 121 human corpses is not enough to overwhelm electoral politics and pressures of identity vote banks. With India constantly in election mode and the next election in UP only a few years away, the very act of going after a Godman who happens to be a Dalit is like political suicide. Not even the bodies of 121 people, most of them children and women, is enough to become a bigger priority. Now, some of you may be thinking, Shiv, Aroor is being unreasonable. He's being emotional because this is an emotive story. Well, I ask you, viewer, in any such case of a satsang stampede, religious crowd stampede, doesn't it stand to reason that the police would at least question the Godman? If not by summoning him to a police station, at least by going to wherever he is, at least knowing where he is? Each hour that this Bhole Baba, so-called Bhole Baba, spends off the books and in a place of his choosing is a reminder that 121 dead is not enough currency to tip the scales of legal action. I don't know what will. Maybe the going price is 150 bodies, or maybe 200, or maybe 350, or maybe 500. I don't know what that minimum critical mass of human bodies is that will force the system to disregard details of identity and political pressures and act according to the law of the land. For too long, we've been a country that runs on sentiment and the shadow of political and caste identity or religious identity. Bhole Baba may be a Dalit, but that doesn't matter. His identity cannot be a consideration when it comes to the enforcement of law. A message needs to be sent out that nobody is above the law.
Bhole Baba, the man at whose satsang 120 people died in Hathras, UP, has been on the run for 4 days now. Surajpal A.K. Narayan Sakar Hari hasn't been booked. He hasn't been named as an accused in an FIR. initial SIT investigation report on the stampede has been submitted, and the police say that Bhole Baba will be questioned if required during the course of the investigation. But the big question is, where is Bhole Baba? In the last few days, a team of Special Operations Group has visited his ashram in Mainpuri. Those present inside the ashram have been questioned, but there is no word on the Baba or his whereabouts. This ashram in Bichwa, Mainpuri, built on 21 bighas of land on the Aligarh GT road, is said to be worth crores. The ashram has a luxurious mansion for the Baba and the garage to keep all his luxury cars. Apart from Mainpuri, Surajpal or Bhole Baba also has ashrams in Kashganj, Agra, Kanpur, Shahjahanpur and Gwalior as well. India Today visited the Baba's ashram in Kanpur.
Right behind me is the Singhasan of the Baba and the Devi Ma, which you can clearly see how beautifully it has been decorated, just like it's a Singhasan, the throne of any Rajput ruler or a Mughal ruler. And you can clearly see the Baba sitting there. Alongside is his wife, which they call the Devi Ma. Not just that Singhasan, that throne, but also you can clearly see that some signals quite here, and these chulas are also placed here. So these are the things which in a way makes it a different ashram.
This self-styled Godman is said to be worth 100 crore rupees. He has different trusts in cities where he has ashrams. Dressed in white suits and shoes and colourful ties, he teaches humanism while flaunting expensive watches and flashy sunglasses.
मैया हाँ सब संसार कह रहा हुआ है कि प्रभु तो सत्य को साथ करके समाप्त करके चलेगा ही, जो मेरे पीछे हंसता भाव है। अब जब प्रभु को का दोष हुए, अब दोष लगाता रहा, लेकिन प्रभु को दोष तो कचना।
This is the only visual proof of the Godman's last known location. He was seen fleeing in a massive convoy guarded by his security men. According to sources, the Sevadars also abandoned the stampede site as the crowd became uncontrollable. They allegedly misbehaved with the police and demanded no photos or videos to be taken. So far, only 6 people have been arrested. What about this man? Bureau Report, India Today.